All right, hello. Welcome. You've got mail. Why is it so bright now all of a sudden? It's like it didn't keep any of my settings. Oh. All right, hello. All right, hello. I did not mean to have that on there. Exposure 6. I don't know why I didn't keep that. Oh boy, that was super bright. I did not like that one bit. We are nighttime gaming.
Hello.
To finish the quest line, I gotta go there for Waking Shore, but I didn't do the Waking Shore tour, so I'm gonna have to figure out where to start that one.
Go on then, Shoefoot.
Why? Okay. Oh, this is better.
I am not. My Khan is at our outpost nearby. Follow this path through the swamp.
Upgrades. Perfect. Task manager. I'm having some little bit of like laggy issues here. Let's clean this up. OBS Studio. Go to details. We're gonna run high priority on OBS. And then World of Warcraft. We're running high on YouTube. There we go. Hopefully it's better. It looks like it can be. Looks like it will. All right. I really enjoy this flying thing.
They are invaders upon your...
All these quests too that I can work on. It's pretty exciting.
My thanks, Tomu. Come forward, outsider. I am Sansa Khan, leader of the Shikar. Tell me of your goals. We are preparing for a journey to the Kural, a gathering of all the clans across the plains. There, we will discuss the return of the dragons. We received word that an emissary from the Green Dragon will be present at the Kural.
Green?
Join us for the journey, but you must lend your aid to our clan.
I don't know what the hell this is. Keep messing up my screen. Dude, I can't trust that mount.
I will be the greatest hunter this clan has ever seen.
You wish, Aru. Which one of us killed their proto-drake faster? Ah, just in time for the hunt.
Wow, I've never seen someone like you. How are your hunting skills?
I bet we can outhunt you. I will outhunt both of you.
This area is so bonkers. I'm about to play with like a zoom in. I can't see shit. super zoomed in kind of makes it better. That's good. A little bit easier to see. But this low hanging tree stuff is kind of a, I don't know, pain, if you will.
How is your hunting? No, I'm afraid my hooves no longer take me to Marukai. But my beasts of burden are vital to the caravan. I shall ready my muskin to pull the wagons.
Well, the SEC challenge is going on right now too. Maryland. Hot top 25. Show me Big Ten. Penn State, Clemson. Tied in overtime. Wait, was some of it yesterday? Did I miss some games yesterday? Oh yeah, I did. Pitt and Virginia Tech. Perfect. Oh well, it is what it is. I thought I clicked that already, but I could have been wrong. There's also mini quests. I like me some side quests.
Are you good? Heed your blind spots. Be respectful.
Up for an adventure?
Yes, I am. Sign me up.
What? Finally. You'll be back soon, I'm sure. What news do you bring, outsider? The winds carried word of interesting times, but the arrival of your people has caused more of a stir than I expected. I look forward to learning more of your ways as we travel.
The plains looking area kind of reminds me of the Grand. Kind of hoping for some like nesting wary type of stuff. All right, let's get some femurs. I didn't need to do that. That was too premature. Do love me some more some feathers. I'm definitely have to read up onto like what feathers I need to keep, what are good, what sells, what do I need for alchemy, you know, things like that. There we go, got my femur. Now I gotta look for the birds. Yeah, the gizzards. I see a couple birds here. Let's go. Let's get you down here. That's weird. Can't get up that hill. Nothing really stopping me there. All right. No gizzard. The problem is I gotta catch these flying bastards. There we go. Perfect. All right, moving on. Yeah, we'll just turn in the main quest and then move down a little bit further. Perfect. I do love this Negran looking area though. The plains. Pretty stoked. If I get some Nessinwary quests, that would be just amazing. Can we kill like 30 of these birdies? Can we kill 20 of the saber-tooths? It'd be like quintessential Nessinwary behavior. Travel alongside. Okay. Where's that? That's not very far. I mean, it caught him. It's right here. Alright, 30 supplies. That sounds very much like a Nessinwary quest. We're getting there. I don't even know if I need to be on a mount. They're very walking slow. These escort quests. Am I right? Just let me ride your mount. Your Bakar. Can you mount a Bakar? I can imagine you making a Bakar like your pet, like if you're a hunter. You could do that, right? Be interested to see like what kind of class type of Bakar ends up being.
We of Clan Shikar are the strongest hunters. You can find our camp spread throughout the place, following the patterns of wildlife and game.
kill these little things for their hearts real quick.
Food has recently come to power. A generation ago, Shakan Khan led
Nope.
his people to clan Turgus, taking their place of
Ooh.
power amongst the plains.
Pretty slow, dudes. Come. Just kill these mobs while I'm waiting for you.
His son, Balakar
Nope.
Khan,
Not yet.
now leads this clan. His father was a
Didn't realize I was crawling to this quest place.
did not inherit his father's
Gotta go
patience
here?
or wisdom.
My god.
My clan, Clan O'Neill, is made up of those who feel a direct connection to our god Onara. She guided our founders, Maruk and Tira, to the Dragon Isles, and she has watched over our people ever since.
Can I still target?
The mystics of Clan O'Neill are initiated from many different clans, but we all followed Onara's call to serve her and our people.
The clans have their differences, but we share one culture. No matter our strengths and weaknesses, we are all Maruk.
What a long run. What a great boring story that they're telling me. What's in this cart?
Twofoot, you've fought many foes in your time, yes? You will have to share some stories. Have I ever shared the tale of my first kill, Bellica? A mighty horn strider with horns as tall as its legs were long.
Oh. I don't know how to add friends. Mega Mad Vlad 9590. Oops. Add friend. That didn't work.
It was a good kill, Tamul. My first was a mighty bear of ice and snow.
Mm, 9590. Capitalization matters? That's ridiculous. Oh, I could ride the... Damn, I rode that into this entire time.
First stop. Circle the wagon, Shikar. It is time.
Arriving at the first stop. Oh, there. I was like, am I supposed to be finding something? Oh, there. Just took forever for it to load.
I am not your keeper.
30 game meat. This is clearly...
Show the tooth.
So I can get some other shit while I'm at it. Mysterious paw print. Perfect. I might run out of room. That was a lot of loot. I got quite a bit of fresh game meat from that, though. Can't be mad about that.
No one's really watching yet.
Yet, I know.
Haha.
We're working on it. How are you?
Oh, you know, just subscribing and liking.
Oh, sweet. Like, subscribe. Click that bell for notifications as to when I go live.
Oh man. Who would have ever thought?
I don't know.
Making a second subscription button.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me pull out my best Rick Caucus. Welcome to my channel. Click my buttons. 15 minutes later, my content says this. There you go.
Yeah, right.
Here's what's up. How's it going?
It's going all right. I'm definitely getting further on my Horde character. The only character I have in Dragon Isles.
Good, yeah, because you can't get the Alliance one in there.
No, it's just the Dragon Isles guy right there, just sitting there saying unknown arrival time, and a lot of other people just waiting. You click on him, it says unknown arrival time, and there's a buff in the upper right corner that says waiting for the rugged dragon scale. This boat travels between Stormwind and the Dragon Isles. 44 minutes remaining.
That is crazy. I think I just trained a Planeswalker Bull onto somebody, I think.
I'm still in the waking place, whatever it's called.
Oh, yeah. I finished that last night. I think 63 was the level I finished that at.
I'm pretty much skipping the like a good portion of the side content because okay, when Dragonflight dropped, I got on the first Zeppelin with a friend of mine. We both got to the island and we're having a dance party. I posted a picture on Twitter about it. And then I'm trying to do stuff while he's doing stuff. Like he's off having fun. I'm waiting because there's a lot of lag for like picking shit up, actually having actions go through, you know, skills and everything like that, and just various different types of lag. And I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking I'm about to get kicked. Lo and behold, I got kicked and I couldn't get back in for a while.
Yeah, I felt that quite a bit. I couldn't make it to Dragonflight until the evening. The game launched, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time? And
yeah.
It wasn't until 9 o'clock that I was able to catch a Zeppelin.
I was able to log back in, I don't know, maybe an hour before 9, and get at least some distance into this into the expansion itself. But for the most part, that's the only character I have in right now, and I'm barely seeing people around me in this expansion right now. I'm kind of wondering if they shut off the boats and zeppelins.
Yeah, that was a thought of mine yesterday, because whenever you talk to the Zeppelin person, they're like, yeah, you have X amount of minutes left, and then like that would stop and there was still no Zeppelin to be found, and then the timer would start over and we're like, Oh, I guess we're not going to the new land.
Well, you have that, or you even have just unknown arrival time.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a straight up black bar with it saying that on top of it. And it's like, okay.
Yeah, I also logged out yesterday to try to get like a new shard, and then it was like servers are down, you can't join. I was like, are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah. All the while, my friend was just having a time because I don't know what he did, but he was having like perfect connection, running constantly, no lag whatsoever. He got kicked once and was able to get right back in.
Yeah, I saw people like that, like streaming, like having the good old streamer perks of their life, and I was like, why? I can't even I can't even log in. I'm sitting in the load screen, and here you are. Good to go. We have several level 70s in my guild already.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's crazy. But of course, they play during the day, and
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And probably didn't go to sleep.
yeah, probably not.
I heard the world's first level 70 was someone in South Korea.
Not surprising.
No, those guys are insane.
Well, the release time for them is morning, right? So it's not too terrible of a up all night situation for them.
Yeah, but you also have people in America who are okay, who plan this shit out with like
Yeah.
Excel sheets and stuff like that. Okay, I need to sleep from this time and wake up at this time, and then I can stream. I can stream all night or play all night, yada yada yada, and not go to work for the next month.
I know. Couldn't be me. I was up at work the following morning at 7 o'clock.
Oof.
But I don't know. I'm just casually doing this. I'm doing every single side quest. That is a plan of mine because you get rep for it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm mostly just going through the main story content and collecting up the quests for the dungeons and shit like that.
Yeah.
I haven't run any dungeons yet because I was planning on doing that with buds. I don't
Right.
feel like going solo queue by myself.
Yeah, that's probably fair. I'll wait till people start getting better before I solo queue stuff. Like I did the beta, some of the dungeons
did
in
you?
beta, and so it's like some of the people who got beta, they know what they're doing. It's like, yeah, this was kind of tolerable. I just I don't want to do this with the Commonwealth. No, thank you. I'll just wait till everyone else gears it. All right.
That looks like a glyph that I already have.
I need to look up glyph placements. I need to get those.
I have a story for you.
Where Destiny tells you pretty much where to find the things if you read the text. The, hey, your dragon senses a glyph nearby is all the help that they give you.
Oh yeah.
It's like, this is
Destiny, your ghost will point the actual direction out.
Yeah.
But hey, I understand it's a big ass island and whatnot, which, dude, I won't lie. The fact that they actually have dragon riding as a main key feature right here
Mhm.
really let them go ham with how they wanted to kind of like add a verticality element to this island, making it actually feel more real. I like that.
Yeah, exactly. It gives you the flying that people want right away without giving them flying, right? So you don't have to. You could design this beautiful island the way that you want to design it, and you're not ruining the gameplay by giving people flying, so they just skip right through it. But in this situation, you're getting the flying by this new mechanic. And it's I spent a lot of time on the ground, but when I need to get up somewhere, you better believe I'm hopping on that Drake.
Oh hell yeah. And not to mention the fact that it has such verticality and whatnot.
Mhm.
It not only does it feel like a more real and lived in island because of that, because of its design right there, but again, you're getting a dragon riding right at the start. You don't have people just like steamrolling through everything like they already didn't do before.
Mhm.
And then to top that off, it's an island with verticality. Like, holy shit, you have mountains you can climb in this.
Right. Exactly.
It's not a flat plane, you know?
Yeah, it's not. I think the best part about that is you can customize your drink.
Customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Yeah, yeah. You got me. The stream brought to you by Liberty Mutual.
Yeah, right.
Liberty.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's exactly how it goes. But yeah, though, for the most part, I do like the addition of this and how they were actually able to, give it multi layers right there. And it's not just like a flat plane. Like if you look at the Broken Isles, the only portion of it that went up was High Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. That was pretty much just straight up flat plane, Yep,
exactly. A lot of these things are linear. It's, like the old world, you had, Searing Gorge and, Burning Steps are kind of like mountainous. But then other places, you had a mountain that you just couldn't traverse. It was just like out of bounds. It's like, here's mountain. But now you get that, and you can actually be do something with it and be a part of it.
Oh, yeah. I wonder what my delay is on your stream.
Oh, I have no idea. I don't even know what the YouTube delay is, period. We don't got those mixer numbers.
Yeah, I know. I miss FTL so much.
It's wild that no one really has it still.
I mean, Microsoft has it.
Yeah.
But they're not using it for a streaming service.
That's fair. Like, I can't imagine like it was that hard to do that only one company could ever master it without reverse engineering it, right? Like, I guarantee it is difficult. I'm not disparaging the work that Microsoft or the developers of Mixer did to develop something like that. But for the fact that Twitch was able to create 99% of what Mixer did that everyone loved, but the FTL.
Yeah, they have their low latency, but even that isn't flawless. Like, okay, Twitch, when there's like frame drops, or if somebody's internet isn't able to keep up for whatever reason, it buffers it and puts them away from being actually live. They're seconds behind, whatever, minute behind if it gets that bad.
Right.
What Mixer did with FTL was it would buffer, yes, but it would keep the exact spot where they were. So when you would actually get a connection again, you're obviously going right back to where they actually are with that sub-second latency. It was insane, and I loved it. And people don't have to worry about there being a delay and having to refresh constantly.
Right. It was nice being able to just communicate with everybody. Like if you were just in a stream and you're, 5 minutes in, you want to say hi, you say something, then I overtook too much. You'd say hi to somebody, or you give them some bits or whatever the fuck they call them back then. They'd immediately respond, and then you're like, okay, cool. It's only stopping by for like a couple of seconds. I didn't want to like take up your morning trying to say hello to you. And they'd reply immediately. It was nice. So you can just go back to your lurking instead of, I don't know if you do this, but like sometimes if I go into a channel and I say something, I kind of wait to see if they say anything back.
Okay, so you just died for me now.
Oh yeah, it's been...
That's the delay. That's about 30 seconds, I want to say.
Yeah, that's not terrible, but...
No, that's not sub-second. That's like 30 to 45 second wait time right there.
Neato.
Yeah, as soon as you said you died, I was like, okay, I need to keep an eye on this real quick.
This is very important. Jeez, I hate Murlocs. I'll tell you what. There's everywhere.
There's so many people that want them as an ally of the race for some reason.
Oh, I would play one, but in an area of Murlocs, they're awful. They're just so aggro-friendly.
Oh, yeah. And what is that? That's called a mudfin, I see.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, I see that you're also an enhancement shaman like myself.
Oh, I'm only enhancement shaman because leveling as resto is boring.
Oh, I'm just not a healer in general.
Oh, every game I play, Yeah, I'm the support character every game. So.
I enjoy combat. Healing isn't combat. Healing is a portion of combat, sure, but
Right.
I'm no healer.
That's fair. That's fair. There's a different, like, I think, gameplay attitude when it comes to playing support, right? You have to, you have to pretty much pay attention the entire time. You can't tunnel. But then you get the certain, I don't want to say certain satisfaction, but you kind of feel like I helped do this. Like, we were able to kill these things because of me. Or I helped with killing these things. Whereas damage is like, yeah, I damage things down, I'm good. But you could die and they'd still be able to kill the boss because there's several other people there to do, your work. But as a healer, it's just something extra.
Yeah. Like, okay, I'm going to be the first person to say I am by no means a World of Warcraft aficionado here. All right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a game I've played off and on for the past few expansions. Like, I'm nowhere near end game on any of them, so on and so forth. But I'm also not new to MMOs.
Right.
I was playing Final Fantasy XIV pretty heavily up until this point.
Mm-hmm.
I loved tanking in that. But however, even though the tanking is similar, it's also very different in World of Warcraft.
Right.
I've never done it in World of Warcraft yet, so...
One of my main problems with, I would say, tanking in...
There's also not that many classes in this that can tank.
Right. I think because I'm used to this, I think my main thing that I don't like about Final Fantasy is you're stuck to tanking on a specific class. Like, I want to play Paladin, but I want to do something other than tanking. Nope, you got to tank. You're a tank. You're playing the Paladin in Final Fantasy. You're a tank.
Yeah, it's the job system in the Final Fantasy series. Like, it's like perfect for an MMO setting. But I understand what you're saying. It's not. It's like every single one of those jobs doesn't have a spec. It doesn't have like the side branch to it.
Right. Yeah.
Like it works for what it does, but it also doesn't translate well to people from World of Warcraft who can play as one class and have the different types of things they can do, unless they're Warlock, in which case it's all DPS.
Right. Yep.
But for the most part, though, Final Fantasy also doesn't limit you to one class.
Right. I think in that situation it's the best because you're able to, on one character, if you make like your superb character that you want to make, you don't have to create all of them to have each individual job. You can have one awesome looking sexy character and you can have that awesome looking sexy character do all the jobs.
Yep. You can do literally everything in the game on one character.
Yep.
The only thing is, though, like what you were saying, you can't play a paladin as a DPS. It has to be a tank.
Mm-hmm. And I think once you get past like knowing like that, I think you just get over it, right? You just pick the job that does something very similar to what you want to do, and you level that for that same character. And if you need to switch to a tank, then you switch over to your paladin spec or your paladin job or weapon, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
Where I don't know. So
yeah, all you need to do is just get one job high enough level to where, the highest you need to get at this point is 70 and have the expansions to be able to play and start every single job in the game.
Right. I don't even think you need to be max. Like, I think I have several.
No, max is 90 in there.
Oh, I see. I say you don't even have to because I have several jobs on my one character. But
yeah, no, you just need to have one job that is the highest for the it's sort of like World of Warcraft. When they drop a new job, they're not dropping it at level 1. They're dropping it at pretty much in the case of Endwalker here, the latest expansion, 2 jobs, which was Reaper and Sage,
Oh yeah,
healer and
Sage,
DPS.
Yep.
They dropped them at level 70. So you just need 1 job, whatever it is, to be at least level 70, and then you can start those and everything below that.
Perfect.
The max is 20 levels higher than that. So when the next expansion comes out, it's likely going to be the same thing. They're going to raise the level cap to 100, and whatever jobs that they bring to the table for that one, they're going to start at level 80 instead.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's how they've been working it. People are still wondering if they're going to at some point switch to just introducing 1 job each expansion as they go forward, because it is getting pretty bloated, but also they still technically have less jobs in there, and World of Warcraft has specs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not to mention, WoW just added another 2 with Evoker.
Yes. I believe they're also going to end up doing a level reset just like WoW did, because WoW got up to 120 before they changed things for the better. Really did like a stat squish level revamp or whatever. So now we're 60 going on 70, where that was, used to be 120, which is pretty wild to think.
It is something to think about, but also I don't know if they're going to do that, like Final Fantasy in particular.
Mm-hmm.
Simply because of the fact that it's the way that the game is actually run. It's the main portion of it. Like World of Warcraft has a gameplay first, story second approach.
Mm-hmm.
Final Fantasy 14 has a Final Fantasy story first, MMO second approach. So because of that, they put a lot of stock into their story. They want people to do that. Obviously they do offer a boost for people who don't care about it, yada, yada, yada. But for the most part, I think the number's going to keep going up, because anybody who's going through the story is still going to start out going to level, what does this start out as? 50? I think it is. I don't know. It's been a little bit, but I think it was 50 for the first for the first thing, which was Realm Reborn, and then 60, 70, 80, yada, yada, yada. And it's a natural progression right there. World of Warcraft, you can hop in at pretty much any expansion that's been out for how many years outside of the newest one. And the reason why they can easily get away with a number squish right there, level squish, is because there's a lot of people who aren't going to be going expansion to expansion to expansion to expansion. They're just going to be hopping into either the previous one or boosting. So that's why I say I'm not entirely sure that they're actually going to do a level squish.
Yeah, that probably makes sense. I was thinking maybe like some way to make it, I don't know, a little bit easier for the people, but they do offer boosts, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Like, I know, like, if I were to switch to a game, one of the biggest, like, turn-offs would be, I have to level up 120 levels to do endgame content. But if you like this, if you like the story, and I've played all the Final Fantasies up to 10, I kind of stopped after that, but, a lot of it makes sense to me still.
Well, when it comes to that, like every single numbered Final Fantasy isn't attached to each other in any way, shape, or form outside of like maybe some references here and there.
Right.
14 is no exception. So you don't really need to have played any other Final Fantasy. It's just 14 is its own beast.
No, I 100% agree. I'm just saying, like, I'm a sucker for story in that sense.
Oh yeah. How far have you gotten into 14 though, out of curiosity?
I'm like level 53 or something on one of my jobs.
So I'm gonna assume still in Realm Reborn there.
Yeah, I'm in the boring quest line where you don't get any experience for completing it, because it's like this was the experience. This is the quest line.
The patch content.
Yep.
Yeah. They do that on purpose so you're not like severely over leveled for the expansion. However, you tend to still get above level 60 before before Heaven's Word anyway.
Yeah, so I'm still waiting on that. Then I've switched my job several times, just to play it, see if I like it, type of thing. But
Yeah.
I think I'm sticking with the white mage. I think this either the paladin or the white mage. I don't remember which one's my highest one.
Yeah, play what you enjoy, right?
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Yeah, I've got a character that's maxed, not in terms of like bis or anything like that, but like completely caught up in the story and whatnot. I've been kind of like holding off on playing it lately because, you know, other games and WoW.
Mm-hmm. I gotcha. This is gonna be a killer to my rush to 70. I can't find these darn horn Talbuk people, or they're not dropping their stupid scales. Gonna be stuck on this side quest forever.
Oh no, don't do that. It's a terrible idea. I just got another dragon riding glyph,
Nice.
which means I can actually rank it up by one.
Sweet. I think I've only gotten 2, and those were the 2 that were found in...
Oh yeah, like
quests.
right away, immediately.
Yeah, the ones that were like quest specific. They're like, yeah, here, like part of this quest, find this glyph, and you're like, oh, thanks. All right, finally found it. I can finally move on with my life. But if you remember old World of Warcraft, the next area in these plains, or whatever they're called, the Ogo plains, they remind me a lot of Nagrand.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. 100%, dude.
Yeah, I'm like, where's my Nessingwary? Give me the quest where I have to kill like 30 Talbuks and 30 of these birds. And of course I'm doing that now. It's like, hunt these meese and drop their pelts, or collect these 30 supplies. I'm like, you got me. You got me. There it is. I mean, combat? No way. Yeah, there's still a quest in the Waking Shores that I need to do. It's the tour where you fly on your little homie and like go like try to maintain flight and go to all these different places on the map. I don't know if you're there yet, but
Nah. Like I said, I've been skipping like a lot of the side quests.
yeah, that's fair.
I really shouldn't be, but I was because of the fact that I wasn't able to play for a good portion of yesterday while my friend was. I was like, okay, I need to catch up.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I did that same approach in Shadowlands. I joined Shadowlands late because I was, busy trying to do DSC bullshit, and like everyone was raiding already. I'm like, well, the fastest way to 70 or 60 is to do all of the story quests, skip all the side quests. So it was pretty quick, pretty easy. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going.
Well, from everything I've heard and seen so far, there's a lot less busy work when it comes to Dragonflight than there was like BFA and Shadowlands.
That's good, because it was real easy to quit the game when there's nothing else to do but grind. It's like, I'm good.
Which I think that's a good, like, not having so much busy work, I think, is a very beneficial thing for the game.
Mm-hmm.
It'll give people a reason to say, okay, there's nothing for me to do in WoW. Let me go play another game. And they're leaving with that, even though that's a negative opinion of it right there, that's a better negative opinion than it is, I fucking hate this game with this incessant grind kind of thing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you have your ability to play any of the other games that are available by Blizzard, right? You have your Overwatch 2, you have the Call of Duty games, you have Diablo is coming soon. You have all these games are becoming free to play within the platform. It's like you have more time to play our other games.
Exactly.
So
I mean, if you're scared about people leaving your wildly successful MMO, then you got an issue right there. If you're trying to force them to stay, that's a very negative, like that puts a negative opinion of the game in the player's mind right there. And then to top that off right there, if you give them if you basically tell them they need to stay here in order to keep up with their friends, that's going to lead to burnout so much faster. Sure, you might get new players here and there, but you're also losing people at roughly the same rate.
Yeah. I've had games...
That's not healthy.
Yeah, I've had games where I've just felt that was absolutely the case, and I hated that. I hate bringing this back up, but Destiny is like that for this season. Kill 250 champions in these catch crashes or these expeditions. How many do you get in a expedition?
Oh God!
At max 4.
I haven't actually done any of the master expeditions and catch crashes and shit like that.
Right. So they give you these seasonal, can only complete in the season, and it's absurd requirements to get the seal done. 2 weeks before, or I guess 3 weeks before the end of the season, they patch a fix to like halve or 3/4 the requirements down so more people can complete them. Why did you do that in the first place? Make them so hard. Like like if you're literally trying to keep people in your game by instituting extreme seasonal requirements instead of entire game content, it's not for me.
Oh yeah, it's so weird. But for the most part, though, I know that there's people who do love playing Destiny constantly. Anyway,
yeah,
it's not the game that I fell in love with anymore.
Yeah, I think there's FOMO involved for me.
Oh yeah, it's definitely FOMO for sure.
Yeah, because I'd go days not playing it, and I'm perfectly fine. But then I hear about something that's coming out. It's like, oh, I really want that, don't I?
I went about 2 years without playing it.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Yet another time. Oh my God, this is 4 in a row of one try getting gold in these races.
I haven't done a single race.
They're kind of fun. I like it.
Yeah, apparently there's transmog tied behind them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like if you do gold in all of the races throughout the continent, there's like some reward, I think. I think someone was saying that in the guild. Someone's like, why do those races? What's the point? And someone's like, I think it's tied to like some transmog. It's like, sign me up.
It would probably be tied to an achievement, I would think. But which one? Let's see here. Expansion features, maybe? Dragon riding. Dragon racing completionist. So yeah, complete all races in the Dragon Isles. This is just completing them. It's saying bronze for each one. You get transmog, spiked crimson spalders. whatever that is.
Hmm.
I'm gonna assume this is transmog for your dragon.
I would think so.
Waking Shores bronze leads to nothing actually. But at the very least, this achievement right here tells me how many I have. Wait, what? Waking Shores advanced bronze. There's advanced races too.
I'm about to
Okay.
look that up. I'd be interested.
And then there's glyph. Yeah, no, it's just get bronze in everything. There's no gold.
You don't even have to be a tryhard.
No. You just need to get at least bronze in everything.
Good.
Unless whatever the gold isn't actually, in the dragon riding section of expansion features here. But yeah, no,
like
it just says spiked crimson spalders.
It's a hidden achievement.
Right?
Oh, that's crazy. Bronze for everything.
Yeah. Imagine not being able to get bronze on everything.
No, geez. What are you trying to do? Play Overwatch or something?
No. It couldn't be Overwatch. That's a game I have never actually played.
Yeah, I had some students when I was a high school teacher to convince me to play it since they knew I was like big into World of Warcraft. So I got to beta and I was like, oh, this is kind of fun, and I played it a few times. That was about it. A few times.
Nah, for me it was more so along the lines of I'm not interested in the arena shooters anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I prefer the arena shooters over the Battlegrounds games. I can care less for like Fortnite or Apex or whatever.
Nah, I haven't even played them either. For me, for the longest time, it was Destiny 2. Well, Destiny and Destiny 2. We're talking, I got Destiny in 2015, but then I stopped playing it in 2020 because I had such immense burnout, and I won't lie, it was absolutely from all of the not Guardian games, but what's the one with European Aerial Zone?
Oh yeah, the Summer Solstice.
Yeah, that one. That burned me out so heavily, and I couldn't pick up the game for 2 years. But at August, well, okay, I also wasn't into MMOs for the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't get into them because I wanted a stronger narrative. World of Warcraft felt too loose to me, but my girlfriend at the time wanted to play World of Warcraft with me, and I was like, okay. So I got the game. Well, I should say I re-uploaded. Well, sorry, re-got the resubbed. There you go.
Resubbed. Yep.
And then I was playing the game with her, and I was having more fun with the fact that I was playing the game with the girlfriend.
Yep.
Then I did the first dungeon, which was Ragefire Chasm, and I had a blast. And I was like, okay, I need to do more dungeons to see if maybe that was a fluke, or maybe there's something in MMOs that I can like, And did some more. I enjoyed them, and then I went. She wasn't able to play games all the time like I was. I was laid off for 7 months during this time.
Right. Yeah, 2020 would be prime laid offness for most people.
Yeah, I wasn't even laid off for that. I was laid off due to lack of orders at work, which was like the month before COVID really hit.
How
so
unfortunate.
It was oh, I know, right? Crazy. But I decided during the times that she was at work and everything, and I would try to I would branch out, try some other MMOs, and see if see if there was something there for me. So the next one I tried by myself was Elder Scrolls Online, and I realized I enjoyed it. And then I had a bunch of friends who were like, hey, you should play Final Fantasy 14. You should play Final Fantasy 14. Hey, Vlad, have you tried playing Final Fantasy 14? I was like, all right, I'll try it.
I think I watched you stream a couple 14s. I think I talked to you about that.
Yeah, I saw you pop up in chat a couple times there.
Yeah, I lurk a lot. I don't do a lot of chatting, but I did try to say stuff.
No, I appreciate it. But so, I went in with the goal of at least making it to, well, I wanted to get through the first expansion, Heavensward. And if the game didn't capture me by that, yes, that's a long stretch of time right there. But I set that goal. I was off for 7 months. I was like, I'm doing this. Give me a reason to stay in this world. I was hooked before I even got to Heavensward. Personally,
yeah, it's pretty good. I've had too much stuff going on, but like I think I spent like several hundred hours just playing the game, just because it's a ton of fun.
Oh yeah. And it was that really got me into MMOs. Like Final Fantasy 14 was like the nail in the coffin for me. Since then, I've been like exploring more and trying out World of Warcraft every now and then for like those past few expansions. You know, BFA, which I won't lie, it was the end of BFA when I was into that, because that was like July of 2020, which Shadowlands came out December of 2020? November, December?
Yes. Yeah, because I started in 2021, like January 2021. So yeah.
All right. I remember watching Shadowlands launch day, and it was insanity. People were having fun, but of course that was the that was the what the fuck is it called? I can't think of the term right now. When people get married, honeymoon, that's it. It was the honeymoon phase of Shadowlands. Everyone was having a ton of fun. And then they figured out what the problems were and obviously hated it. But one thing I will definitely say about Shadowlands is that launch just had leagues more hype behind it than Dragonflight.
I know, it was pretty wild. I think a lot of people hated BFA. And, and then as soon as they're like, yeah, we're coming out with a new expansion, and they showed it, and we're like, oh, this is pretty cool. We're seeing some of our old champions again. It's pretty exciting.
And then it was never that at all.
Yeah.
You saw how many characters from older World of Warcraft in there?
Pretty much all of them for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, and even then, it's just like not even all of that much.
Right. Yeah, I think the big ones. You saw the big ones. There's a lot.
Oh yeah. I remember that time I saw Arthas. 100% saw Arthas.
Yeah. But
yeah, they did him justice in there, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. What? There was no Karn, Bloodhoof. Any of the Bloodhoof clan, like the Taurens were underrepresented. Like, come on, what is this game? This is Bush League.
It was crazy. Like, I understand Shadowlands was an amalgamation of dog shit. Won't lie there. There's only one thing I'm giving Blizzard as, a little card in their hat right there, is the fact that during Shadowlands production, like beginning to end, yada yada yada, you had COVID and you had those lawsuits. Not everything was going straight towards development during that time.
I honestly thought it was going to be the end of Blizzard. I'll be honest.
I didn't think it was going to be the end. Blizzard's too big to fail for something like that. Yes, they still have the lawsuits going on.
It was at the top, though.
It was definitely at the top. But I won't say it was at the top before like the lawsuits and COVID hit. It was definitely going downhill. But Blizzard used to be like the company, the golden standard of the industry. Like, people wanted to work at Blizzard. before they were even in college for game development. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%. I've applied at Blizzard. So, yeah.
I honestly haven't applied at Blizzard. I don't have, like, I have minimum, like, I have basic game development knowledge under my belt. I did go to college for a little bit of game development before feeling like my college wasn't actually going to properly prepare me for it.
Yeah, no, I have a master's degree, and I still don't think my college prepared me for the real life, so
No.
it's a scam.
That's why I'm on YouTube right now.
Yep. Here we are. I mean, I'm still working in my field, but like I told my boss, like after I got my latest evaluation, I was like, I really didn't need to go to college. I could do what I'm doing right now without it. He's like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I was like, it's neither. It's a neither thing. It's a bad thing for me because I have all this student loan debt because of, you know, being sold on this idea that I needed to do this to be able to succeed in life. But I was like, as I told when I was teaching in high school, I taught computer science and I taught an AP computer science class, and I had a few students who were pretty smart, but they weren't like ultra smart, like computer sciencey smart, and they were like, should I major in computer science? I said no, absolutely not, you shouldn't. And they're like, damn, that's really rude. I was like, no, I want you to go into a field that you want to do and then use computer science in that field. I really wish I would have done that, because I feel like I would be able to, if I, you know, was in biology, then I'd be able to use a computer to do more computation with whatever biology stuff is.
That is the thing, though.
Yeah.
If we don't fail, we never learn.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay, my college situation is very unique to me.
Right.
I'll say that right now. Okay, so listen to this.
Listening.
I first went to college. My first college. I went to two of them total. First one was a university, and it was DeVry University. I don't know if you've ever heard of it or not.
Yeah, I've seen the commercials.
Okay. So I went to that. I went to there for game development. I didn't feel like it was going to properly prepare me after being there for an hour, yeah. After being there for a year, which was, I think, 4 semesters. And, you know, 3 semesters for an entire year, and then an extra 4th one, putting me a little bit over a year. And they were promoting us having a bachelor's after 2.5 years. I was like, I don't feel like I'm going to be ready after only having 2 classes in the major.
Right.
And I, you know, that anyway, I left from there, and then I went to my local community college. I actually switched majors to film, and I was actually, I got my degree in that. But however, when I started at that college, it was in 2012, and I didn't get my associates for 5 years. Nice. There's a combination of things that happened in there. So when you go to a college and you actually try to get set up for a year, yada yada yada, whatever it is, semester, regardless, you're going to receive a paper of some sort saying, you know, from the college, saying what they suggest that you should have for your, you know, for all of your classes for each semester, so on and so forth, going forward.
Right.
So I didn't follow that. What I did was I took a few classes in this semester. I took a few classes in the next semester. And because I couldn't afford everything all at once, and I was trying to pay it all out of pocket, because the first college had all of my student debt, which was over $20,000 in 4 semesters, which was ridiculous. So I wasn't trying to add to that. I was trying to pay it all out of pocket, which I was able to do. And so I did classes here, classes there, so on and so forth, which 2 years passed by. Oh, sorry, 3 years passed by, because I was kind of expecting I wasn't going to be able to do it right away, not being able to do all of the classes all at once. Understandable. Only some of my classes went through, came from DeVry over to that, transferred the credits, yada yada yada. But so 3 years in, I'm like, I look at that paper finally. I'm like, oh, I have classes done in each of these 4 semesters. And there are classes in each of these 4 semesters I can't touch because their prerequisites start in the first semester.
Oh boy.
So I still had to do another 2 years to finally get that freaking associate's degree.
That's
So
insane.
anytime a person is talking to me about going to college and I know that they're dead set on it, I'm going to tell them flat out, okay, make sure if you need to take a break, or if you need to not, if you can't afford doing all of the classes in each of the recommended semesters, make sure you're knocking out all of those first in that order specifically.
Right, yeah. Take the classes you need to do.
Yes, because you need to knock out those prerequisites. Otherwise, you're just going to have to do that entire time over again.
It's pretty wild, yeah.
Yeah, so because I failed in that right there, in that regard, I'm telling people not to do that.
It's experience that people don't have, and you're just showing up with it for free. Yeah, I went and got a master's degree. I was not smart.
I'm so sorry for your loss of money.
Yeah, I was trying. I had a plan for a PhD, and I was going to be a university researcher / professor, and then I applied for 10 PhD programs and got into one master's program. So I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'll do that, and I'll work on it again later. Didn't work on it later. So here I am with mountains of debt.
It's always the mountains of debt.
I know.
Welcome to the college life, right?
Yeah. That's why I tell people, don't do it.
Nah, there are some things that you learn in college that you won't know before. I understand that 100%. But when it comes down to it, though, you will. When it comes down to it, you will actually be able to you're gonna be able to come away with it in sometimes a better sense of knowing what to do in the field.
Yeah.
Rather than if you just try to bum rush the field with no knowledge.
Yeah, for sure.
There are some jobs out there that still unfortunately require that whole bachelor's or higher degree, which is very stupid. If person A knows just as much as person B in the field, but person B has a degree, or even vice versa, if person A knows more in the field, has more experience than person B who has the bachelor's degree, why does the bachelor's degree kind of outweigh it?
Right. That happened to my grandfather when he was working still before he retired. He was a mechanic, joined the army, was in Korea, was a medic / mechanic in Korea, came home, joined a place of work in Indiana, where he was working for some engineering firm, but as a worker who helped build stuff, worked his way up and became an engineer, didn't go to college. And then there was a job promotion opportunity for a manager or whatever. And it was between him with 20 something years experience on the job versus a guy with a few years of experience and a bachelor's degree. And they looked at that bachelor's degree kid and said, get out of here. He's like, he's been working here for 20 plus years. He knows.
Oh yeah, when it comes to that, it's like experience is absolutely experience has to trump it
Right.
in cases like that for sure. But
Yeah.
also, I still would never actually just like flat out say no, get that bachelor's kid out of there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They
It wasn't
were studying the shit. They were studying the
yeah,
shit, and they
yeah.
also have a debt. You know?
Right. It wasn't exactly like that, but it was very similar. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there. I couldn't tell you what happened in the room, but he got the job. It was a concerned moment for him where he just wasn't sure that he was going to get that job promotion. But I mean, it worked out in the end. But
Yeah, good on him for then.
Yeah, I think really what it was he knew the company. He had studied everything that the company had. He worked for the company where this other kid hadn't. He learned all of engineering stuff for something very specific. Could he do what they needed him to do? Absolutely, but it may take time to get him to be more acclimated with everything that that company did. Whereas my grandfather already had everything that the company already did. So
Yeah, in which case it obviously makes sense. And the kid with the anybody with a bachelor's degree is going to be able to find a job a hell of a lot more easier than a person that, you know, might have done all this stuff on their own and tried to go into it with experience instead.
Right. Exactly.
The bachelor's degree is going to be prettier, you know?
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. Degrees are more decoration now than anything.
Oh, I know. Mine's hanging up on a display, and that's it.
Oh man,
Yeah.
put flowers right next to it.
I should. Yeah, it's like a memorial now.
Water it a couple times. Make sure it doesn't wither.
Yep. I don't know. Not once have I ever displayed or given proof of my education to anybody. like
I said, I went to college for film. Am I ever going to show that to anyone? I don't think so. Like, I've tried applying for production companies, and let me tell you, if you try applying for a production company, for some reason, I don't know what it is, but if you go to their website, scroll down to look for the careers tab or whatever, it's not there. They don't have one. I'm just like, how the fuck do you apply to these places? They have a section where you can send an email to them, which is where their customers are supposed to send shit as well. I've just been posting it on there, never hearing a thing since. And it's like,
right.
Well, yeah, you guys don't make this easy.
Yeah, I never understood that.
No, it's a creative job. Creative jobs are some of the hardest things to actually get into. Why? Because apparently they don't want you applying to them. It's like, how do you guys get employees then? We want them to apply to us. How do you apply to us? We don't want you to apply to us. It's the same concept as going for any job that requires you to have experience in said job. How do I get experience? You need to get a job. Well, how do I get a job? You need experience.
Yeah.
Okay. What is this?
Exactly. I think computer science has a way around that. Whereas, you still need experience to do a job, but nowadays they pretty much like, do you have a portfolio? And it's like, yeah, here's a GitHub link with all the projects I've ever written on my spare time. It's kind of like your portfolio. It's nice. It's very helpful.
63.
Nice.
I think I want to try out the Alpha Wolf skill. Or passive. You've got the Elemental Spirits and the Alpha Wolf.
No, I have elemental spirits.
You have Elemental?
Yeah.
I noticed I use Crash Lightning a lot, so I'm thinking that might help out right there, especially since Crash Lightning doesn't do too much damage because it's an AoE.
Yeah,
This is adding damage to it, so I want to see how that works.
it might be
Worst
better.
case scenario, I switch right back. You know?
How often are you using your feral spirits?
Well, I'm gonna be using them more now.
It's fair.
I have had it like right before, like after the pre-patch when all of this stuff came out and whatnot. I don't know what happened. I don't know if this was a glitch, but I found my answer out today that it's not supposed to do this. But I had I have the Earth Elemental as well as Feral Spirits. Earth Elemental is great at fucking tanking shit for you, especially if you get too many enemies on you. I summoned that, and I summoned the Feral Spirits. The Earth Elemental was gone. I was like, do they cancel each other out now? I just found out today they're not supposed to.
Oh. I don't think I'm spec'd into Elemental. I don't think I have any of them.
Oh no, they're not Elemental.
No, not the spirits. I don't think I have the the fire elemental or the earth elemental.
I think it's only the Earth Elemental that I see on there. Let me see.
You probably had to spec into it. Oh yeah, it's under the shaman points. It's the far left. Yeah, I do not have it.
Yeah, I don't know about Earth Element. Fire Elemental.
Yeah,
that might be just straight up gone.
It's elemental only. I still use it as an elemental shaman.
Wait, you can see it under Elemental.
Yeah, because I did pre-patch as elemental because I was I was at like 273 as resto and I was just running around doing old raids for transmog gear. And so I just ran as elemental and I was able to use the fire elemental. So it could be Ellie shaman only thing.
Yeah, I also see storm elemental in the elemental ones.
I think the storm elemental replaces the fire elemental if I remember correctly.
I don't know. I've slept since then.
Fair.
Where the fuck am I going? All the way over there.
I will tell you what, the best experience in this game is from bonus objectives. I will never not do them.
Oh, I just got to Timber Step Outpost.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Centaur people.
Oh. I opened up the map and I didn't see the name. Oh, there it is. Never mind.
Yeah, top right.
Yeah, I'm in Marukai. Middle of the map.
I'll tell you right now, I won't be able to see unless I actually get there first.
Yeah.
Map needs to actually show up first. But hey, I'm 63. So that's already one level higher than I started today.
Good.
I'm taking this like real fucking slow.
Yeah, me too. I'm just doing.
Just vibe.
Yeah, I gotta find clues. I gotta clue in for looks. I'm almost at 2 levels today.
Yeah, and I think I heard the raid drops with season 1, which is like 2 weeks after launch.
Yeah.
Is that starting on a Monday or a Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Okay, so it's 2 weeks in a day then.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering because they decided to drop Dragonflight on a Monday for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about. I was ready to stay up all night on a Tuesday today. And it was, live yesterday. I was like, oh, I'm not ready for this.
But so far, so good. This could still be the honeymoon, kind of like effect going on. A lot of people are loving Dragonflight right now.
Yeah, it really could be.
So far, there's no like blatantly obvious issues with it. So I haven't heard anything anyway.
Yeah, I mean it's already a step better, so they don't have that covenants stuff. I think this is like my
Oh
main
yeah.
complaint. Just limiting your gameplay by leveling up your stupid covenants.
I'm one of those idiot assholes that is like indecisive as hell when it comes to just picking one race and class to main.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'll get so far into like I would get so far into Shadowlands on one character and go, you know what? I feel like playing this guy instead.
Yeah. Yeah. Luckily for me, I'm pretty limited because I have to be. I'm in a raiding guild, so it's like, yeah, I have to do a certain role.
Oh yeah.
So it keeps me honest. But like I'm sitting there like, what healer am I gonna play? Am I doing this? Am I doing that? Like, and that
A lot of people have
aspect.
been saying they're enjoying Drakthir healer.
Oh, I know. That's my next character. Once I finish my shaman, I'm gonna level up my Drakthir.
Shaman noodles. But yeah, I'll tell you right now though, there's so many times where Earth Elemental has saved my ass.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm cookie cutter right now, so I don't have it. I'm like, I don't play elemental, only to level, so I don't know what spec I need to be. So I just said builder, give me the basic.
Well, that's not even elemental spec. This is I was able to get Earth Elemental because it's part of the just shaman.
Yeah, the
aspect.
it's shamanry, I know, yeah. But because I did the starter build, they didn't give me that
Oh,
elemental.
you were off of the starter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I am, as soon as I hit 70, I'm never going enhancement again. So I have like 3 builds set up for the resto. I have my raid build, my mythic plus build, and just round the world build. That's it. So I was like, oh, I gotta not play resto leveling. That's gonna be slow and boring. So now I'm just playing the basic bitch build for the enhancement shaman. Super fun.
Superfly. All right. I just realized there was an issue all this time on my build.
Yeah.
I don't have frost shock, yet I had that skill
Oh.
where hailstorm, where it was
yeah.
the passive. Each stack of maelstrom weapon and consumed increases the damage of your next frost shock by 15%. You know, I kind of need frost shock in order to actually make use of that.
Are you using ice strike?
What?
Ice strike.
Ice strike? No.
Yeah. I have it. I've been using
I've got nothing ice wise on here.
Ice strike makes it like a boost up on your frost shock as well. I don't know if the abilities stack or whatever, but my UI lights up whenever I use ice strike to say, "Hey, use your frost shock now." I'm like, all right. You don't have to tell me twice.
I just got another melee range attack. Fire Nova.
Oh yeah, I remember Fire Nova Totem back in the day.
Oh, this isn't even a totem.
Oh, it used to be a totem. Oh god.
They probably have Fire Nova Totem in here somewhere, right?
They got rid of a lot of the totems. I just don't know which ones they brought back.
I've because of the nature of my being an enhancement shaman, I'm kind of like trying to stick away from the totems.
But Wind Fury Totem.
No, it's not here at all.
Yeah. I figured.
I definitely want to try out Fire Nova on something new. It's got a 14-second cooldown. If I could just put that in between like a bunch of my a bunch of my melees right there. That's gonna actually make it so that way I'm not doing nothing sometimes.
Yeah.
Those are bugs.
I have Sundering, but I never use it. I always forget to use it. Used to be like the king thing to do in the raid.
Hmm. Oh, that's why. Son of a bitch. I'm being an idiot. I was like, why isn't this doing anything? Oh yeah, I need to hit stuff with fucking flame shock first. Oh yeah, there it is.
Spiked throat.
Oh, and then it puts flame shock on everything. Oh, very nice. Okay, okay. You see, I'm learning.
Good. Ding 65.
Ooh, very nice.
Ooh, my inventory keeps closing when I sell things.
Ooh, don't do that. It's a terrible idea.
I'm not gonna like that at all if I have to keep opening my shit.
That definitely sounds like a glitch. 100%. Might want to log out, log back in. I'm gonna see if my alliance character can actually like go now. Let's find out if the boat shows up.
I believe it should. My brother just logged in a little bit ago, and he's in the Waking Shores, so... I mean, also Horde, so...
Still says unknown arrival time.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that was logging out and logging back in. Curse Forge. Let's see.
Oh my god. People saying... people are flipping right now, saying that there was an invisible ship that was here and it kicked them off.
Uh-oh. Sounds made up.
It might be made up, but there's a lot of people saying the exact same thing right now, all at once. No, this is fucking insane.
All right. Just updated all my add-ons. LVUI is still at 1307. Yeah, I got nothing. I'll just reload my UI. Reloading helped. That's good.
You know what's funny? This character of mine right here is a Drakthir.
Mm-hmm.
They can't fly?
No, they can glide. They can do they can do the thing your mount does.
What? Hold the fuck up. Don't. Are you fucking kidding me? It's right here. It's right fucking here.
On another
it's
character?
Actually here. No. It's on the same character.
Oh, okay, cool.
They're going through everything right now. Holy shit. Okay.
Welcome to the Waking Shore.
Well, this is Alliance. Do they start at the same spot?
I have no idea.
I know they tend to not.
Wow. I just did reorder my bags and it was taking forever. There we go.
There's some AFK people on the dock right now. Oh no, they're gonna be in for a rude awakening when they get back to their computers and the ship's just about to get out of the map.
Yeah. GG kids. I think I loaded in once I logged out and I got the server crashing. Our server was not available, and then I went and like watched something with my wife, and then I periodically checked, and I logged in, and it was just sitting at the load screen, and then it loaded, and then the Zeppelin was right there. I was like, oh, I gotta get on. The ship is here.
Yep, this is gonna be the only ship today.
Yep, exactly.
No, at this point, I'm just waiting for the game to be all like, hey, so remember when there was a ship here? Yeah, it's gone and you're in fatigue water now.
Yeah. When I first joined at 6, like we got on the Zeppelin immediately, it was there, and we're like, yeah, let's go, and then like all of a sudden it just disappeared.
No, my alliance character is actually finally here.
Welcome.
The Dargan Isles.
Welcome to the Dargan Isles.
Need supplies?
Oh yeah, it looks like it's gonna be the exact same starting spot.
My goods will serve you well.
That's good.
Although I won't lie though, I'm here and there was a shit ton of people who got on this boat. I'm only seeing 3 people right now.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Oh, I see how it is. Yes. Same exact starting spot. Different dock.
You guys can be in the same area, but I don't trust you, so you're gonna have to go over here. Looks like we're right in the same area. Yeah, but are we though?
Are we though? Are we though? Nah, couldn't be us.
No.
Oh, I was making a joke before at one point saying the reason why the boat didn't show up was because it sank.
Oh.
I also made another joke saying, so this is what the jailer was trying to stop. Somebody responded with, we fought for the wrong side.
Yeah, there's plenty of people making jokes. I think one of my the funniest ones I read were someone's like, what if I'm really into dragons? Did they call me
oh my god,
a furry or a scaly? And I was like, it's a scaly 100%. Without question.
Without question. And also, I'm seeing that those dragon glyphs are account wide.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you don't have to re-get them on every character. You just need to re-put all the points in, though.
It's fair.
I was curious, but now we know.
I need to do that. Like, I need to go and get those glyphs. Been lazy.
Hey, just give it 2 weeks and they'll have every single spot on a map, interactive map at that.
Do I have to wait 2 weeks, or can I just log in and see it now?
Hey, it depends on if it's there or not.
The internet should have it.
Is that a dungeon into a fucking like wallpaper that I just saw on your stream?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Freaking crazy. I tell you what.
I needed to go here up above, and I was like, oh, a portal, and like, oh, that's a dungeon.
More spice than this. Get more.
A dungeon into a literal wallpaper.
Yeah. So I don't know. I have to run it. I don't know what it is. If it's like the dungeon to start it, and you're like in the open world, or
Still feel my tongue
I don't know.
over the biggest container of spice.
Jeez, you're needy. It was delicious, but I could still feel my tongue. Give me all the spices. What?
Oh my god.
You have the honor of charring the road,
Yeah, I won't lie to you.
removing
I'm not the biggest person on spicy food,
Hmm.
and the main reason is because it fucking hurts.
Yeah. Yeah.
good. The scent is strong.
I like flavor.
Carried to our
I
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to go overboard with it, but I like having stuff on there. Like growing up, my mom made chili. I had to have like the chili powder like next to me because she hardly added any of it to the chili. I was like, you're just feeding us like meat and beans.
Fight with fury, then rest.
All right, good
Yeah,
time.
I like being able to taste shit.
Yeah,
100%.
I like flavor. I like when like seasonings and spices add to. I don't want something to like. I can't taste this chicken wing because my mouth is on
Yeah,
fire.
Here's this beautiful Wagyu steak that's been smothered with a lot of seasoning, so you can't actually taste the steak now.
Mm-hmm. Here is your sushi, but I gave you the liberty of smothering it with wasabi, so good luck.
Wasabi tastes good, but holy shit, does it hurt? It's a quick hurt though. It's not
Oh,
like
I
a
know.
lingering pain. At least the ones that I've had, anyway.
Yeah, so I was at a like this really fancy place. Early in my relationship with my wife, before we got married, we were not so well off, if you will. I'm not saying that I'm like well off, but like we were really, really not so well off. Both of us were in college, eating ramen noodles and shit. You know, you're understanding.
Yeah.
So we, one of the like, I don't know if it was like a Valentine's or it was something. We had kind of like a gift card or a certificate or some shit to go to this really nice place, and it was only like half the meal, and I was like, that's fine. We'll take care of the rest of it. And it was like I think it was a mahi dinner, and it was just the fish laid on a plate with some stuff, and I was just eating with my chopsticks everything that was on the plate, even like the beans or like the straw beans, what do they call those, sprouts on the side. And then I grabbed the dollop of wasabi, big old dollop of wasabi, and just ate it. And I didn't know I didn't know what it was.
Oh god, I'm so sorry.
I cried.
Oh yeah, you will.
Yeah.
Like I said though, wasabi is different. It's like this. It's quick and explosive pain, but it goes away pretty fast as well. And like the typical lingering pepper kind of stuff that you get.
Right, exactly. It was insane.
Make way. The emissary from the green dragonflight has arrived.
One
Alright,
could say insane in the membrane.
insane, got no brain. Ate the wasabi, so I clearly don't have a brain.
Well, was it the first time you ever saw it?
It was rather dark in this place. So it was like they had it dark, so it was like a mood light setting, if you will. And then I guess it would be like the first time that I'd seen it. This was before I really started eating like actual like sushi at sushi places, rather than getting them part of like a a roll or whatever at like a grocery store. Yeah. Which, not to disparage anybody who gets those are delicious.
Oh yeah,
I get those from time to time. I enjoy them quite a bit.
I have never actually been able to go to a sushi place.
Mm.
I would love to at some point, but I don't know where the nearest sushi place is to me.
Yeah. My wife does not like
Which is the
sushi,
unfortunate.
so I don't.
Hmm.
But when we were in the office at work, that was kind of like one of our things. We'd go out to lunch when we're in the office, and several times they're like, let's go get sushi. And I was like, okay. I was like, this is fantastic. Let's go.
Understandable.
Your support is welcome. Our forces are small in number. There are few defenders among us, but we are guarded.
Sweet. Some of these greens are starting to outlevel the stuff that I do have now. Finally at 65.
Hands a portal to the Emerald
Nice.
We cannot empower our own stone without forces to defend our.
Yeah, I've noticed that if you have like top of the top line gear from the previous expansion, when a new expansion comes out, you can get to about a quarter to halfway through before gear starts out leveling what you had there.
Yep. It's nice because it's not like I wasted all my time to, get there.
No, I don't know. Please explain.
Yeah. My ADHD kicked in when I was trying to read quests, trying to figure out where it was. No, I spent all this time doing all these dungeons and raids and stuff. I want my experience to matter.
And it does matter.
It does.
Up until about halfway through the expansion.
That's true. That's very true.
But hey, you got transmog out of it.
I did.
That's what really matters.
Oh, I know. It's my favorite part of this game. It's my favorite part about Destiny too. Is the transmog.
Oh yeah. So World of Warcraft, its transmog system is nearly perfect, except for the fact that they don't have a dyeing system.
What do you mean?
You can't dye gear different colors.
Oh yes, I would love that.
That would make getting an actual set be the same color so much easier, because outside of that, you're gonna find a lot of gear. Like if you're trying to go for like a green and black kind of concept, being like fell or something oriented. But I'm just using that as an example. Green and black. You know how many things are like a different shade of green, so they're not gonna be like perfect?
Yep.
Or not the same shade of black. Maybe it's gray or brown instead. It's like, come on the fuck on. It really limits what you can actually put together to have a good looking transmog. The transmog system being in the collections is so good though. Final Fantasy XIV doesn't have a collection system like this.
Yep.
And Final Fantasy XIV needs that. But Final Fantasy XIV has a dyeing system to where you can use anything and dye it a different color and have the set look the way you want it to.
Yeah. Breath of the Wild has a dyeing system.
I've heard about that, yeah.
So what's up, Blizzard? Can't keep up with Breath of the Wild?
They can absolutely do it in this game too. Because okay, an example. How many different colored armor sets of the exact same thing do they have in every raid? How many versions of the same mount that's a different color do they have? They can absolutely do a dyeing system.
Yeah.
It's just if they didn't actually if they don't do the dyeing system, they can put in a few extra colors of the armor into the different difficulties of the raid.
Yeah, that's part of they reuse a lot of stuff for the raids, so it's like if we add a coloring system, then we actually have to do work and redesign.
Oh yeah. Final Fantasy XIV actually is better in that regard, where for the raids, there's times where they only have two difficulties for raids. You have the normal and you have savage. Savage, being obviously the more difficult one. What they do for it though is they have like two different ways they work it, and it might come down to time constraints on that one. There's times where you can actually have the armor looking slightly different, going from normal to savage. like a few additions here and there kind of thing. Like it's going to look different
Right.
in like some additional areas and colors. But what they typically do though is they'll give you the exact same armor in normal and savage in terms of color and all of the stuff. But the savage version is what you can put what you can apply a dye to.
So it gives you incentives to.
Yep. It gives you incentive. And hey, let's say that it's a few expansions later, but you really love that one jacket from, Raid in Stormblood. You can go and get that, and you might even be able to solo it now.
Oh. Good.
Yeah, it's very good. Like there's there's upsides and downsides to both, Final Fantasy XIV's glamour system and World of Warcraft's transmog system. There's stuff that they both should be learning from each other and stealing from each other and putting into the games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm all about dyes. I wouldn't mind if like Destiny has the shader system, but they don't have like a dyeing system. If you can customize your shader or customize how you want your shader to look, I'm all on board.
Well, Destiny kind of works around it. I mean, the whole shader system on a single armor piece is like a dye system.
Right.
It's pretty much exactly like a dye system, and the way they work around it is they give you so many different types of options for like colors, which kind of like mix up where the colors go on each armor piece and whatnot. Like the way that Destiny works it is they choose like certain patterns on every single armor piece as to what shader color is like. When you see the shader, it's like those 4 triangles going around. It's making a square kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So they choose each of those spots right there, and whatever material they're made out of as well. Because I have had some that are like carbon fiber and whatnot, so they're going to give that look. But they choose each one of those 4 triangles right there, and essentially apply it as a map to certain spots on, like, say, a glove or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever the up triangle is going to apply the exact same spot on that glove. It's just going to be whatever color and material it shows right there.
Yeah, as long as you're familiar with what changes when you pick a shader and you say, oh, so the top one changes this aspect of my color, so I know that I need to pick this shader to make myself look like this.
Oh yeah. It, like, the shader system is 100% a dyeing system.
Yeah, I just want more customization to that shader.
Yeah, that customization right there would absolutely come in the form of what Anthem gave us, and Anthem is basically dead. So,
oh no.
Did you play Anthem?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about with that customization.
Absolutely.
That was glorious.
I don't want to like be chastised, but I absolutely love the game.
Oh, same.
During the campaign, once I was finished the campaign, I was like, so what now?
That was everyone's reaction right there.
Yeah.
Like, everyone loved the game at first, and then as soon as they finished the main story, we realized we did 2 of the strongholds. There was only 1 remaining that we didn't actually touch, and that was it. That was literally it.
Yeah, I think I was on a quest line to do like 100 of the like, well, I don't know what they call the expedition
mural on the wall or something like that.
Yeah.
I think it was just to get a specific color to put onto your armor pieces or something.
Yeah, but it's like that's all I have left. Like, what else is there?
Well, the thing that I was hoping for was, okay, I understand there's nothing going for the game right now. I was hoping that they were going to drop something, shortly thereafter or whatever, which didn't actually end up coming. They were talking about Cataclysm and, cataclysms and shit like that. And I was like, okay, I'm waiting to see what that turns into. So they eventually released that. How many months later?
Right. I did play a little bit like when they released it. Thought that was fun for a bit.
Oh, it was fun. It absolutely was fun. And the thing is, though, it kind of overstayed its welcome for what it was giving to us. So, all in all, when they dropped that right there, I loved the fact that, you know, it was new content. It was fun content. It was, you know, time trial and whatnot. You remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed that. And, you know, they added a new challenge that you could do each week to raise your score each time. And it was fun overall. I enjoyed going through the map and everything. But once you get to like the final week, which was probably like 8 weeks or something like that, it's like, yeah, I've kind of done this. This is just like another challenge spot and everything. It's like, yeah, okay, I get the idea. How about you just like, you know, take these off and let us free roam the area now?
Oh, yeah.
Which they never did. They just got rid of Cataclysm, and it's like, oh, it's just gone. We can't do it now. Now what do we do? So yeah, we got it. We got what it was, and then it was gone.
Right.
They brought it back like 1 or 2 more times before they ended up just stopping ship entirely.
Right.
Um,
They promised like a revamp, like a Anthem 2.0 or whatever.
Well, that was the devs talking about trying to do it, and they even like they kept us like up to date with what the plan was for that, what they were doing, what they were testing, so on and so forth. And they also told us that EA was going, you know, the higher ups were going to take a look at it. And it was what they didn't say was it was ultimately up to the EA higher ups as to whether the project would live or die. And it's understandable. They said, nah, we're just going to end it.
Right. The cost of servers aren't making up for the cost of everyone buying this game for like $4 at the GameStop.
Well, actually, the server's still up.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's still absolutely playable. 100%.
Oh, well. Here we go. I might give it a shot.
I have heard a couple things up the grapevine though that it's not truly dead. You know, the IP of Anthem.
Yeah.
There's still something in the works somewhere. They just I haven't heard anything else past that.
They're just disappointed by the hype and like don't want to upset anybody, so they're just going to keep it under wraps for now. I understand that if that's the case.
Yeah. I have heard a lot of people say that if they announced it as like Anthem 2, that a lot of people wouldn't play it simply because of that, and I beg to differ. There's a lot of franchises where they have added a 2 at the end of it after the first one flopped. They brought out number 2, and a lot of people have tried it, and 2 is better.
Yeah.
So a lot of people played it. There are a lot of instances of that. I can't think of them right off the top of my head because I'm kind of tired.
Destiny 2. I'm just kidding. That's when I started.
Destiny 1 was actually good. Destiny 1 was actually good.
Yeah, I never played it, so
but yeah, there's a lot of times where they just come up with another title, 2 or whatever it is, subtext, and it's better than the first. It works.
Right.
Just because the first one flopped pretty bad doesn't mean that the second one is dead in the water just because it's still part of the same franchise. If it's a bad game, people are going to say it's bad and not play it. If it's a good game, holy fuck, play it, you know?
Yeah. It's like, we did it. Finally.
So I still have some hope that we're going to get something.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see.
I'm not paying $60 for it. Again. You missed me with that.
Are those new chats in your chat there?
Oh, yeah. I agree. Why would you play it, though? Yeah. Nostalgia for that a little bit of time. I totally miss whatever. Naso. Sorry, bud, if you're still in the chat. My bad. But Shane, why would I pay it? Because I paid $60 initially for it, so I would like to play it again. That's why I would play it. If I'm being honest.
It was a fun 10 minutes of gameplay. Best Iron Man simulator out there so far.
Oh, I know. Absolutely.
Can't deny it.
All right, I think I'm gonna step away for 2 seconds to get beverage, and
Do it, you won't.
I won't. You're right. All right, BRB.
Come back with more coin.
All right.
Oh my god. You were gone for so long, I forgot you existed.
I know. Happens.
Happens,
It's
dude.
just the recency bias, you know.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What have you done for me lately?
What have
AFK'd.
you done for you lately? Gosh.
AFK'd. That's what I've done for me lately.
AFK dead.
Oh, geez. So what was your first MMO? Was it World of Warcraft?
No, believe it or not, it was actually RuneScape.
Oh, RuneScape.
Yeah, it's just when I was trying to play MMOs, I wasn't thinking about RuneScape.
Oh. It's fair. Yeah,
You know how it is.
yeah. I think my first one was EverQuest.
EverQuest. Damn, dude.
Yeah, back before it was free to play. So it was good, you know.
Where are your manners?
Oh yeah.
Where will the
I
winds
think I
take
played
you?
it from the first release of the game, and then the first expansion would be all that I played. I think the max level was 60 or something.
60 or something.
That game, I haven't played that game in 20 something years. So I think I was like 13 or 14 when I first started playing that game. I think I ended at like 15. And then I started playing Warcraft 3 and Diablo 2 like a bunch. And then as soon as I got to college,
Oh,
I
yeah.
started playing World of Warcraft.
Diablo 2 was a fucking time, dude.
It was the best time.
Diablo 2 is my favorite in that series right there. Won't lie, hands down.
Absolutely. There's none of the Diablo franchise like holds up to it.
It's the darkest out of all three of them.
Mm-hmm.
And one's gameplay does not do any justice to it.
No, I think it's one's gameplay was as good for the story, and that was pretty much it.
You return. Have you relayed my orders?
Like that's,
Three's gameplay was definitely the best, but however, it was also the one that kind of like died the fastest for me.
yeah,
I just wasn't as interested in it.
Yeah, they had to do an Anthem reboot on Diablo 3.
Oh yeah, because nobody wanted to deal with that freaking what was it?
Inferno
The
mode.
fucking auction house.
Oh, the auction house. But the Inferno mode is what killed most people. Like as soon as you get through, like
In more ways than one.
I know, it was rough. Like I think I got like a max character, and then I was just working through the Inferno, and I only got to like Act 2. It took me so long to finish Act 1.
The fuck?
But then I couldn't really do Act 2. I spent like so long just like farming Act 1. I had like a nice farming circle because you can do like these things within the maps and get like a luck bonus. And so you get the point, the waypoint before one of the bosses that you wanted to fight, but then you would like go back and do a couple of the lower bosses in like the cellars and little dungeons to get your luck up. So you get like a luck 5, and then you would kill like several of the people, like the main boss dudes with luck 5, and pray that you get gear to drop, and then immediately go to the auction house to see if you can sell that gear that you just got, because there's no fucking point in not doing that. Make a living.
Yeah.
Sell something for real money. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that while it's still available.
Oh yeah, 100%. You know.
I think I sold.
Show me your hands. May your arrow
I don't know. I don't remember what it was, but it was like $20. I think I made. And nothing like what these like the reason why they shut it down. People making thousands.
Oh my god, yeah. I heard about that. This was before I actually tried playing Diablo 3. Like I tried playing Diablo 3 I think the first time back in 2019.
Yeah. Ooh.
So we're talking a ways ago,
Ooh, yeah.
but also a ways after.
Yeah, we're talking like 2011 or 2012 is when, like when the game first came out. I don't remember what year that was, but I had the beta and I played it. But that shit was insane.
Popping.
Yeah, it was like so much hype because there was like 10 years between like releases, and everyone's super excited about it. And then they're like, you can make money. Shit. So we're just gonna do that now.
Oh yeah, and then it became defunct, and nobody can make money off it anymore because it didn't exist.
Exactly. But the way that they did like the rifts and greater rifts just saved the game for sure.
Oh yeah, that was what the fuck was that expansion called? Reaper or something?
Yeah. Where they introduced the necromancer.
Something like that.
The soul reaper. Oh no, it was the soul reaper. Reaper of Souls.
Reaper of Souls, that was it.
And then later they released the necromancer. I don't remember what the name of that one was, but yeah.
That was probably an update or something. Because I think Reaper of Souls was the only expansion that Diablo 3 got.
Yeah, I think it was a DLC. It was like a $10 purchase to get the necromancer. It was definitely worth it to get it.
Dude, Necromancer and Druid were so much fun in Diablo 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mained a barbarian, but like I loved playing a necromancer. 100%.
Hell yeah, dude.
I lived and died by the rune words in Diablo 2, so I had crude Colossus blades with the rune words in there. That spin to win barbarian. It was like a blender.
All right, so after I was done with Diablo 2, I was still on a Diablo hype binge at that point. And I was like, okay, they have to be making a Diablo 3. So I looked up online, and I remember seeing this one guy make a video, which is absolute fucking bullshit. But me being fucking like, I don't know, 15 or something like that, fucking ate it up. Guy was talking like he knew Blizzard, was telling them all like what to do. Just drop the game into the stores on the day. Don't even do marketing. People will see it, and that'll be the marketing. Talking about the story being like, you go up to heaven, you go to hell. There's a war between both, which is technically correct, but still.
Right.
He was saying the real boss. Oh, you're right. He was saying the real boss was like God or some shit like that instead of Diablo, because Diablo's dead, even though Diablo actually came back. It is, you know. He was talking like all this fucking bullshit, but a lot of it was like just vague enough information where it's like, yeah, of course that was gonna fucking happen. What did you expect?
Yeah, we've all played Diablo before. We know.
We know that heaven and hell are at war constantly. And it's the people in the middle, you know, the earth area, that tend to get fucked over the hardest out of all three.
Right, exactly.
Because that's the battleground. Guess what? Huh? Now, here's one thing that I will say, though. Out of every single game I have ever played that has had griffins of some sort in them, the ones from Darksiders look the best. I don't know if you've ever played Darksiders.
I have not.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can find a picture of the griffin, and I'll show it to you real quick.
Okay. Yeah, when it comes to those games, like especially on Xbox, I've been kind of lacking when it comes to, you know, playing. My Xbox was mainly for like Madden and shit growing up. I had all the good games on Nintendo. Why'd I need to buy them on the Xbox? And then, of course, I played a lot of PC games, so...
Yo, but like, what's a Nintendo?
Oh, jeez.
I'm joking. All right, found a picture. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's fucking dope, dude.
The graphics of that game are just unreal. I know what game it is. I've never played it, but like any in that like
that one in particular is from Darksiders 2.
Yeah, like any of those like Darksiders, Souls, you know.
Oh no. The Darksiders 3 was the only Souls-like one.
Oh.
Yeah, Darksiders 1 I want to say came out 2008, 2009, 2010, one of those 3 years. I went to my first college in 2010, and Darksiders 1 was out before then. It wasn't until 2010 that Dark Souls existed. Darksiders 2, I think, came out in 2012. And that right there, like shortly after that game launched, is when THQ died.
Oh.
Yeah, so we didn't get fucking Darksiders 3 until what, last year?
Yeah. Again, I haven't really been paying attention to it. Not really my thing. But
I
yeah,
actually love the series a lot. So
yeah,
yeah, it's real interesting stuff. It's like a dark fantasy and shit like that, but also still has like at normal time human settlement and whatnot.
yeah.
But it's all destroyed and shit like that. But each of the numbered titles, you actually play as a different of the four horsemen of the apocalypse.
Oh,
Yeah, so first one is war, second one is death, third one is fury.
so last one should be pestilence.
Well, in this case, it's strife.
Okay.
The art style is really good. It's got some cell shading and whatnot, and it's all very interesting. And yeah, the four horsemen of the apocalypse are fucking absurdly powerful in terms of like the lore. Basically, they were Nephilim, which I'm sure you know what that is, right?
Yeah.
They were Nephilim, and the four of them decided to like I forget what it was, but there's this like one being that's like super powerful, but wants to keep the balance between heaven and hell, and the mortal realms and shit like that. And so they all accepted immense power to be able to, keep that balance going and whatnot. And that's their jobs.
Oh. Makes sense.
Yep.
Give
and in
a-
the first one,
Take a little,
go ahead.
got to give a little, you know.
yep. And in the first one, war is betrayed. War is betrayed.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so essentially, the four horsemen of the apocalypse. This is me trying to remember the story. So
You do your best.
there might be a couple fallacies in here. Just letting you know. But basically, from what I do remember, the beginning of the first game starts that the four horsemen of the apocalypse are basically in stasis. There's not supposed to be a war between heaven and hell until a certain date that the mortal realms are capable of defending themselves. Modern times mortal realms are not capable of defending themselves in such a battle. So somebody started the fight sooner. And in order to start that fight, there are like these 7 seals that need to be shattered, in which case it summons the apocalypse. So the thing that happened, and this is actually like late game story to, spoilers and whatnot. All 7 seals were shattered, but like right after the 7th one was shattered, it was reforged to basically open up the apocalypse concept to allowing the fight, and only one of the horsemen woke up and came down to basically try to keep the balance. And they blamed it on him, like starting the apocalypse too soon.
Oh,
Yep. So all of humanity died. Yeah. It's a dark story for damn sure.
yeah. Kind of.
But it's also really cool. The four horsemen of the apocalypse have these very different personalities to each other. Like they're all badasses and everything, and they all wanted to get the job done, but they still have their very distinct personalities. It's all really cool stuff. I like it.
Yeah. I've been looking to expand my game ship, if you will. Like I have Assassin's Creed, Destiny. I've been playing Witcher, and I want to start Skyrim, but like that's about it when it comes to PC or Xbox games.
Yeah, I can definitely recommend the Darksiders franchise too.
Okay.
Like if anything, just look up like first like part 1 walkthrough on YouTube or something like that, and see if the first game catches your interest.
Yeah, I'd be interested. I could probably find the first one like at a thrift store, probably.
Oh, easily.
It came out in like 2008, 9, 10. I could probably get it for the Xbox One still.
Oh yeah, it's probably playable on the Series X too. S.
Yeah, probably.
Because Xbox has been going out of their way to make sure that the shit's backwards compatible,
Yeah, yeah.
which is very good.
It's
I
really,
very much
really
enjoy
nice. Yeah, like all my controllers work, so I didn't have to buy new controllers other than the one I got with the Series X when I got it.
Yeah.
So it was wonderful. Jesus, thing's taking forever to kill. There we go.
Just kill it. It's fine.
Oh no. Be easy, just try harder. You know that thing that you're doing, do it harder.
Yeah, right? It's just simple as that.
There you go. Catherine, let's go. I do like the pacing so far in this game, especially doing all the side quests. Level-wise, you know, it may only be getting like a couple or a few levels a night, but it's still pretty good. Like, I kind of feel like it's like a easy, steady pacing.
Oh yeah.
Definitely no hurry. Still got
And,
2 weeks.
One thing I've noticed though is that they're like, while not everything is a dragon on the Dragon Isles, there's a lot of different races that are dragon themed.
Yeah. It's very nice. And they even like baked into the story like why you didn't have dragons before.
Yeah.
Oh boy, gotta find a cave. There you go. I was like, I'm standing on top where I need to be. Just kidding.
Heed your blind spots. Be welcome. Get some rest. Farewell, then.
Back in my day, we had to fly to and from the Dragon Isles in the snow, uphill both ways.
Yep. Now you whippersnappers get a boat to take you.
Right? So, one thing I have noticed though is that when I did see that back in the day during Classic WoW, they wanted to add both Outlands as well as the Dragon Isles to the game, but ended up cutting those due to like time constraints to bring out World of Warcraft.
Mm-hmm.
Outland got brought out in the very first expansion.
Yep.
But Dragon Isles was also one of those ones that was touched on. They did build like a certain portion of it before it got cut. People have actually seen it by, going through, exploits and shit like that.
Yep.
So the thing is, though, it looks so different to what we actually have now.
Yeah, they revitalized it. I've been hoping for dragons for years, ever since we got a glimpse of the dragon flights in Cataclysm. Like we fought Naltherian, Deathling, we fought him.
Yeah.
Along with the other raids like BRD and things like that, but it's like, when are we gonna get the dragon aspects? And then all of a sudden they're like, hey, we're getting dragon aspects. We're like, yeah, let's go.
So now that 10.0 is out, I wonder what 11.0 is going to look like. But in all seriousness, no, I wonder how many, like, since COVID's not going on now, or, major COVID anyway, it's not going on anymore. Places are back up and running at this point. I wonder how many patches they're going to be able to get for Dragonflight here. Because Shadowlands ended with 2 patches.
Yeah, I don't know. It would be interesting to see, like, what exactly they would need to do, other than like raid stuff. Like, I haven't heard anything about raid stuff other than the one raid.
Did you take part in that in the beta or no?
No, I just did the dungeon stuff. I usually try not to spoil myself.
All right.
So I like blind raids. So I usually just.
Do you see what bosses are in the raid or not?
Nope.
All right. So I won't say a damn thing.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I do. Just like Destiny. Blind first raid. And then after we complete it, we usually check to see like what we did wrong or what we could have done, or we just stick with it worked the first time. But there's been a few times where we've like, oh, if we did this, it would have been much easier than the way we completed it. I'm like, oh, let's do that next time then.
That sounds like a good guild to be in right there.
Yeah.
A good raid team.
Yeah. We do all right. We know where we are. We're all in our upper 30s or lower to mid 30s. Like, we know who we are.
I just hit 30 this year.
Welcome. Do your knees hurt yet?
Oh, my knees were hurting before 30.
Okay, good. Yeah, my wife also turned 30 this year in May.
I was February. So I'm going to be turning 31 soon.
Yep, that's an interesting way to look at it. Yep.
Yeah. You know, Pete, was the average expectancy of life at this point is around 80 years old.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, I'm not even halfway there yet. And 30 years old is my entire life up to this point. Every single one of my experiences thus far.
I know, it's wild.
It has, like, literally, it is my entire perception of forever up to this point. I have to do this another, like, what, 1.5 times in order to get to that life expectancy?
Right, yeah. I think it's perspective, right? Just think about, like, how life can be. You're like, I haven't even lived half of my life expectancy, and I still have X amount of years to make the most of what I'm doing because I have all this time. Assuming nothing catastrophic happens, like you're.
No. If I'm gonna die, it's got to be meteor to the face. You got to be. I want to go out in a blaze of glory. Let's fucking go.
Wow. That'd be intense.
Hey. It might hurt for a nanosecond.
Yeah. I mean, just like getting shot in the face probably hurts for a nanosecond.
unless you survive, in which case, dear God, I feel so bad.
Oh, I know. I'd be
But I
like,
kind of doubt a meteor I would survive from.
no, probably not. I don't think there'd be anything left of you if you got hit by a meteor.
Even if it's just like a bullet-sized meteor, that
Yeah.
shit is going through and searing everything in like a fucking like 6-foot radius of my head.
Yeah. No fun. Oh, Maelstrom weapons are so good.
You remember back during one of those Destiny seasons where they what was it? The Almighty was getting sent towards the city.
Yeah.
So I remember when they first announced that, and I went onto Twitter and posted a GIF, like as a response to their showing like the Armageddon team walking to the spaceship, and Bungie themselves, whatever, like I think that was probably the Destiny 2 Twitter,
Yeah.
responded, Destiny the game I should say,
Yeah.
responded and said Almighty Geddon. It's like, yes,
You
perfect.
got the reference.
Yep.
Yeah, their social media team is like pretty on point.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of social media teams that are pretty on point.
That's true.
Remember Wendy's?
Yeah, Wendy started it off.
Yeah, right. Wendy's was like, yo, what if we just start roasting everything outside of our burgers?
Right. Wendy's would enter your DMs and say, "You up?"
Wendy's would talk to Arby's,
I am unworthy of this task.
and that's the joke.
Yeah, right. Of course.
I just heard you crack open a can of something.
Yeah, it's caffeine-free soda.
What soda though?
Coke Zero.
Coke Zero.
Yep. If I'm going to be bad, I'm going to be bad with some kind of not so bad.
Non-caffeinated drink.
Yeah. Especially at midnight.
Oh yeah, 12:04.
Yeah.
I have been fortunate enough to have been given off all week long this week.
Nice.
But well, funny thing about that, really. You know what that is?
No.
I'm not getting paid.
Oh yeah, that. I assumed if they were gonna let you off this week, you'd be like
No, it
full
wasn't. It
load
wasn't
vacation.
me. No, it wasn't me. It was they actually just gave us off because it was either there wasn't enough parts for work this week, or not enough people this week, because this week is called Buck Week. I work on I work on an assembly line making Mack trucks. So
Yeah.
lo and behold, you can guess how many hunters work there.
Mm-hmm.
So guess how many people aren't basically said, hey, we're not going to be working this week. They actually offer this week as, to people to actually take off for the week for Buck Week or whatever various days in the week.
Right.
So a lot of times they will give us off if there's not enough people for it, which this is likely that.
Right.
But however, I'm not getting paid.
That's ridiculous.
Yep. Well, I should say I get sub pay, which I think equates to about $330 for the week.
Oh.
And I can collect unemployment because it's a temporary layoff.
Well, that's
downside
good,
is, well, the new downside is that, well, how should I say this? I haven't had unemployment in works for over a year, which means I'm not going to get unemployment pay for this week.
Oh.
It's going to be the waiting week. Fun.
Yeah. You can't imagine. My buddy works for Honda, and they'll just forlow him for a weekend if they don't have like enough parts come in because of supply chain. But
Yeah, supply chain is brutal.
Yeah. Like during COVID when they shut down, they paid them to come in and clean. And he's like, fuck it, I'll come in and clean. Like, it's a paycheck. But then my my wife Allison, her parents work for a company called Dana, and their COVID responses were you can early retire for one of them, or you can just collect unemployment. And so he looked at it and he was like, I'm just going to go ahead and just collect unemployment. And he made more money like those weeks that they were doing COVID shutdown on unemployment. And then after like that ended and he got all of his money through the unemployment, he worked for like 5 weeks and then retired.
Holy shit. Yeah, no, it was the same thing for me. Like I said, I was laid off for 7 months, but it was like right before COVID.
Yeah.
But even like I was planning on taking like maybe 2 or 3 months off and then starting to look for a job because again, nobody saw COVID hitting as a thing.
Right.
You know, just take a couple months vacation, enjoy it while it lasts, and then find another job.
Yeah.
And well, obviously finding another job didn't happen because once COVID hit, nobody was fucking hiring.
Right. Yeah.
But the reason why I was able to get away with, you know, actually having off for even a few months was the fact that when you add my sub pay and unemployment together, I was making more money being home, streaming full time basically, than I was when I was actually having to get up and go to work at a place that I don't like.
Yeah. You get that taste, right? And you're like, oh, that's so nice. Like,
oh yeah. And then on top of that, like, I had sub pay for 13 weeks, and it was like the final week of it was when they added in the 600 a week.
Mm.
You know, the government did that.
Right.
Remember?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they added that in right there. So it was so good. I literally tripled my bank account in the time I was off.
That's nice. I never got that. I never lost any time from work because software company.
Yeah.
Just work from home. I was like, I've been asking for work from home for years. So yes, I will gladly do this.
Oh, there you go. Right.
And so then, like after 2020 and like at the beginning of 2021, my boss was like, "You guys are more productive at home than you were in the office." So I'm just gonna go ahead and close the office down. So he sold the office. So we became
there you go. Save a lot of money.
Yeah, became permanently work from homers.
Nice.
Like no complaints here.
Oh hell no. I would love something like that. But of course though, I unfortunately work at a job I hate.
Yeah, well. There's, you got to do stuff. My wife currently is at a job where she's iffy on what she wants to do.
Yeah, well, considering I also do YouTube and stuff like that as well, it's kind of like I'm working 2 jobs at the same time.
Yeah. No, I totally get that. My podcast has been going on for 6 years, and I'm the audio engineer / co-founder / host. So I don't get paid for that. And I still spend like 20 hours a week doing it.
Yep. I didn't know you actually had a podcast though.
Yeah, I do. I don't know. I never really tried to combine it with my streaming because it's craft beer and nerdy stuff.
Ah.
So it's like not really on brand, but I have my own like brand on that. So I never really figured out how to combine them.
Fair enough.
I tried talking to Kevin about it because of what Kevin does, but Kevin ultimately quit streaming to do his other thing. I'm like, I probably could do that. I could probably just quit streaming. I was like, thanks, Kevin. That was more advice than you gave me just talking to me.
Yeah. Kevin did stream a couple times recently though.
Did he?
And then I don't think he had seen him since. Yeah, no, he was playing what was it, Gotham Knights for a bit there.
Good. Yeah. I guess I haven't really caught up or, anything with that. I did catch some of his podcast stuff with Tim.
Oh, yeah. Star Wars and Scotch.
Yeah. I still watch Tim from time to time. But
Tim is the solo man helming it up over at Facebook Gaming now.
Yes.
And it's probably because he's still under a contract there. So
Yeah.
he's still making more money than just with like subs and shit.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty wild too because I stopped over there one time and I forget what he was playing, but he was playing something and he had like 100 viewers. I was like, Jesus Christ. I remember when he was
God, no.
popping over. I think he was just playing like a throwaway game because he had nothing else to do. And I think like people just like, oh, you play this game. Why are you not playing this game? And just not show up. But then
it also doesn't help that Facebook Gaming is kind of going like downhill in a nosedive.
Yeah, pretty much.
What is it? I think they stopped their app on. They stopped their app on something, whether it was like on a console or if it was on like older phones or some shit like that. And they said they don't have plans on bringing it back. And it's like, oh, so Mixer 2.0 after all, got it.
Yeah, no.
They just stopped doing anything with Facebook Gaming. As far as I know, there are no new features in the works that people have heard of. People asking anything from the company aren't getting responses. Nothing. It's like, is it even being worked on at all? And just based off of what Mark Zuckerberg was doing with the metaverse, I don't think he was putting any money whatsoever into Facebook Gaming.
Right.
Fucking how many billions of dollars did he put into metaverse just to fail?
I don't know. I feel like Metaverse is gonna take off at some point. It's gotta be better than any of this fucking Elon Musk bullshit.
I don't know. Literally, Mark Zuckerberg, after he was seeing it was failing, because nobody is really on Meta's metaverse, he laid off 11,000 employees.
Yeah, well, that's true. There's a lot of companies that are doing like ton of layoffs too. It's almost like a weird like at the same time pandemic going on. Like even Amazon laid off a bunch of people.
What it really comes down to is nobody's interested in the metaverse.
Yeah.
Nobody. Like the only people that have really been interested in the metaverse were crypto bros. That's what it really comes down to. And they're going to show up guaranteed. But then trying to have blockchain and crypto involved with video games was not the way to go for that.
Yeah. I never really bought into the longevity of it, but I did make a pretty penny on Dogecoin or Doge or whatever.
Hey, if you bought it and sold out already, go for it. You're good.
Yeah.
You're in the clear. It's all taking a nosedive right now anyway.
Oh no. I still have stuff in other ventures that I figured, but like I spent a whole lot of money on them. I just bought them when they were like really stinking low and they never materialized. Shucks.
Hey, if I woke up tomorrow back in like my life back in like 2010, you know what I would do?
Bitcoin.
Fucking buy like 500 Bitcoin and hold that shit until 2021.
Oh, I know.
Just sell it all immediately at like fucking I think it was like May of 2021 last year that it was at like its highest point of like nearly 60,000.
Yep.
Yeah, if I was holding 500 from back in 2010 right there, I'd be fucking rich right now.
I know, it's so dumb. My buddy, he used to farm it, and he traded his Bitcoin for pizza.
Oh no.
So like, because it used to just be like just something that you could
do back
Yeah.
then as like a way outside of just cash and whatnot.
Yeah.
But then it blew the fuck up. Crypto bros immediately like jumped on it because it was unregulated and could go up, down, yada yada. It was like another stock market essentially. Just stock market actually has government backing to it to help protect it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Basically the world's fucked up. That's where we are now.
Yeah. And
But at least we have
just-
Dragonflight.
Yeah, we can continue to just live inside the metaverse, if you will.
The metaverse. God, that did not look appealing in the least.
I mean, if you've ever seen the movie Wall-E, it did.
I have seen Wall-E.
Yeah, the entire group of people just sleeping in the like a factory being hooked up to a animated world. I think like movies like that just scared people from, you know, any type of projects that would lead to something like that.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh geez, we're turning into this type of world. Get out of here. Tinfoil hats, 5G internet.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now. Society is always arcing towards a very specific point. And let's face it, what happened in Wall-E is likely going to happen at some point in the future of our society. Are we going to see it? Fuck no.
Right.
Well, our children's children see it? Who fucking knows? Could be.
We're not going to see it because we'll be in it. LOL.
Haha.
We're already in it. We're in the simulation.
We're already in the Matrix.
Yeah.
What, can't you see the ones and zeros scrolling down from in front of your eyes?
No, I'm used to it.
Exactly. You know, you're eye blind to it now.
Yeah, I just see blonde, brunette.
I know this steak isn't a steak, but my brain thinks it is, so it is a steak.
Ignorance is bliss.
Oh my god, yep.
There we go.
Yeah, people poked holes into the whole like Matrix storyline and shit like that with people being used as batteries and stuff. It's like, it's a movie. You're supposed to have like suspension of disbelief. Don't worry about it.
Right.
It's like, but that won't happen. Okay, I understand that, but don't worry about it.
It's like, cool, I'm glad. Glad it's not going to happen.
Oh, did you make a direct here at all or no?
Yeah.
So you saw that storyline.
Yep.
All right, cool.
That I did.
Imagine trying to use your like a WoW boost for your Drakthir.
Imagine the two levels. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I don't think it's available, honestly.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. I think I wow boosted another shaman in the alliance side. I think
Ah.
just so I can have one.
Yeah, shaman's fun. I definitely find I have more enjoyment with enhancement shaman than I do elemental.
Yeah, I think it just depends on the type of person you are. If you want to have more like buttons to do and more movement, where if you're just like standing and like shooting shit, it's totally different.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Or you can be warlock, where you can be like, which color do I want my DPS to be?
Is it green? Is it purple? Is it red? Or I guess orange.
Pretty much. Hunter is also 3 DPS, right?
Yes.
Are those the only two that are 3 DPS?
Mage is 3 DPS.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And rogues.
Okay. So 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
The weather is turning. Go well.
Oh, I remember hearing the things online back when people were talking about why like what people's hopes for a like healer spec for Death Knights would be. It'd be like they could be like healer spec could be like freaking you know, god, necromancer.
Oh yeah.
And it'd be and I'm just sitting here like, you realize that would mean that you'd be undead, right? That's not a healer class.
Exactly.
Yeah, shit don't make sense in that one.
Nope. 66. Moving on up. Oh, I gotta feed them? I was just killing them. How do I feed them?
All right, what's your opinion on the duck named Waddles?
Duck named Waddles?
Yeah, that was a side quest in here.
I don't remember.
How dare you? Can't believe you've done this.
Yeah, did I even play the game?
It's almost like you're not even reading the text or shit.
Couldn't be me.
Cookie Clicker has prepared you for this. You remember Cookie Clicker?
Yeah. I didn't play it, but yeah.
Oh no, I didn't play it either. I'd never put any like phone games, mobile games on my phone at all. Nothing.
Oh,
My phone's there for like 95% Twitter.
Yeah,
What'll it be used 95% of the time for in the future? Who fucking knows?
Hive and TikTok.
Yeah, right. No, I don't even have TikTok on there.
Oh, I do, because I've been trying to post videos on both YouTube and TikTok. Little shorts, if you will.
I've heard that a lot of the audiences from both of those don't actually mesh together.
Yeah, they don't, but I have a very similar sub count or follower count for both.
Alright.
So not only 112. Watch out! But
Oh man,
I know I'm blowing up. But I've noticed, like, I'll have a video that like explodes on YouTube, and it was meh on TikTok, or a video that just like absolutely explodes on TikTok, but like got 1 or 2 views on Facebook. Just like or YouTube, sorry, not Facebook, YouTube.
yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I'm into more of that like long form content now.
Yeah.
Like making long videos, like 20, 30, 40 minute long stuff.
What roads have you traveled?
I just don't know what I want to do.
My hall awaits you.
Oh, I found what I want to do.
Good, I'm glad.
I just need it to hit now.
Yeah, that's all that matters, right? Just get it to work.
A
Like-
lot of the time, like pretty much all of the time that I've seen when it comes to like people blowing up, well, I should say just people getting like big follower counts in terms of anything content creation wise, is there's always that one moment,
Mhm.
that one moment in content creation where something just hits and then it keeps going up. It's basically like a hockey stick. It's gonna be like pretty horizontal for a long ass time there, and all of a sudden just start shooting straight right up.
Yep. Yep, I believe it.
That's exactly what it is for pretty much everyone.
Yeah. I just
Unless, of course, they hit it off right off the bat, in which case there's no fucking hockey stick. There's just a straight vertical line.
yeah, I like on my other YouTube account when I first started in 2017, I made a couple of videos like how to play shaman essentially, and just different guides. And I had like 26,000 views on those videos,
Oh, nice.
and I monetized and got some stuff, but I was like, I can't make anywhere near that now. I was like, all right, let me make more shaman videos, and I'm like, oh, not getting anything. So, not
Yeah,
sure.
YouTube is extremely saturated for sure, but it's
Yeah.
also still a hell of a lot easier to break out in that than it is on streaming on Twitch.
Yeah, like I'm pretty much done streaming. I just figured I'd jump on for a little bit,
Yeah, I understand.
but yeah, it's tough. Like ever since Mixer went down, I did Facebook for quite a bit, and it just didn't do it. And then
Yeah, I miss Mixer, dude.
yeah, Mixer was.
I should say I missed 2018 Mixer. Everything was so bright during then. 2019 it started getting a bit sketchy, and then 2020 it's obviously gone.
Yeah. There was, I don't know, there's just something about it that just, I just can't replicate, you know? It's like, it may have never been like huge. I didn't really care. But like on Mixer, I had like almost 1,000 people follow me and shit. It's like, this is going somewhere. And then,
Right?
and then nothing.
And then it died.
Yeah. I don't know. I think maybe I had like a bad attitude when I first started. I think everybody goes through it.
Yeah, like for me personally, I have been creating content on the internet for over 10 years now.
Yeah.
Where a lot of people would have quit in this time easily. I just enjoy creating content too much.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep doing it because I fucking enjoy it.
Right.
I mean, again though, like I've seen plenty of times where that hockey stick rule kind of like hits, and if I just keep going at it, eventually it's gonna happen, right?
Yeah, you would think.
At some point. We'll see how it goes. And I hope you hit that soon too then, dude.
Appreciate that, but I don't know. I think I've I would say given up, but just kind of, whatever,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Do what you gotta do. Do what's fun for you.
Right.
When you enjoy what you're doing, that's when it's best. Regardless of any success, you know?
Right, yeah. Appreciate the words.
Also, I'm seeing that thing flipping out right in front of you.
Yeah. Yeah, to kill one of these guys and then end up being like 3 of them, and now I have to go chase that thing down.
Oh, you have to okay, now I'm seeing the guy like electric shocking it. Okay, you're attacking him now. Another one shows up electric shocking. No, I'm just watching it like flip out, like go through like 10 different animations at once.
Yeah, it's
Now I'm seeing it leave.
now we're like best friends.
Hold your dog.
Oh, nice.
Farewell.
Now it's your hunter pet for your shaman.
There we go.
Yeah. Just throw it at the final raid boss. Guaranteed to not do anything.
It'll work every time.
60% of the time, it works every time. All right. It's 12:30. I'm gonna get going.
Alrighty, man. I appreciate talking with you.
Yeah, you too. It was fun.
Yeah.
Have a good one. Have a good rest of your stream.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Have a good night, sleep, and have fun tomorrow at work.
No, I'm off the rest of this week. So.
Oh, that's right. You're going hunting. Wink, wink.
Yeah. No. They gave everyone off. So.
Yep.
No, I have a script that I just finished up today, so I gotta find time
good.
tomorrow to start recording.
Perfect.
So it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Hey, link your YouTube channel to me. You can do it in the
Alright.
you can do it in the chat so we don't lose it in the phone call if it goes away. I don't know how that works, but
Well,
I like
you
this.
used Discord before, right?
I don't know, but this the phone call. I didn't know if it was like a chat or if it was a phone call. I thought.
No, it'll show up into your.
All right. Never mind. Damn.
Yeah, you got this. You got this.
Jeez. All right. Fine.
Oh my god, I'm actually typing this shit out.
My friend awaits you.
Yeah, you just can't do like one of those easy peasy ones at King Gummy. Like you don't have like a fancy YouTube URL like that.
Well, that's not even a clickable URL right there, sir.
I know, because I wasn't trying to make a link. And you're on my YouTube. What do I need to make a link for?
Does this work? Yeah, it fucking work. There you go.
Doing it.
all I had to do was add https://www dot. Boom.
There you go. Better than what I did.
Right. All right. Once again, have a great one, dude.
I appreciate it. Yeah. See ya.
Yeah, I definitely want to play with you at some point.
Yeah. Absolutely. Get that grind on.
All right. I'll get there. I'm gonna work on shaman guy and for horde, and then I guess Drakthir for alliance. I play both sides. Yes.
Yeah, it's fair. That's fair.
All right. Have a good night.
Yep.
Later.
Yep. See ya. What is that? Primal. I got the credit for this. I didn't even do anything. It just showed up at the right time. That's awesome. 336. I'm going to go ahead and save that. That's for later's use. So who's here? Oh. Got some level 70 gear immediately. Let's go. Upgrade on boots. Perfect. And we're just going to fly to the next area.
This is sacred land.
I guess this area. I wonder how much of this I have left. I only have, I guess, a little bit here and a little bit here before I can like fully explore. Feeling pretty good about it. The leveling feels nice for sure. And then honestly, just chatting for the, you know, the 3 hours kind of just made things feel a lot easier.
Hello. Goodbye.
Didn't really have to, I don't know, think about it. Let's just jump off this thing. And then fly her up. There we go. I probably could have just... Yeah, double. Instead of wasting. I don't want to do that. That's just like a Negrand thing. I'm not going to have the help to do it, so we're just going to not do that one. There we go. Now let's go upstairs. Oh, there's more quests.
Where are your manners? See you soon.
Oh shit. Might as well get the crock pot.
Blessed with daughters.
Ba-dum-ba-bum, bum,
Welcome
bum.
back to Marokai. What news? You are welcome at my even outnumbered, and without Onara, we will fight on. We cannot surrender to Balakar. Your clan is as motivated as ever, Sansar Khan. Enter, Tumul. The Khans eagerly await your report. Well met. May ancestors guide you.
Honored Khans, we have spotted a war band in Macleod, headed toward the Horn.
I gotta hear the report. Perfect.
Balakar is leading them himself.
How large is the warband? We should be wary. This might be a diversion.
Enough to overwhelm the village at the base of the hill, but far from all their forces.
What of Koroleth? Have you seen her? Or Onara?
No, not yet. We are still looking for them.
We must assume the Nokud want to destroy the Horn to prevent
I think of the area so far, like, this is probably the most fun. Definitely enjoy this one quite a bit. This dragon area.
I will take the Khan's guard and confront Balakar myself. Tumul, outsider, you will come with me. Tigari Khan, Sansar Khan, gather your clans and prepare for battle. Once Onara has been found and the green dragons have been called, we will march on Nokadin Hold. What will you ask of the Kanamatra?
Get to flying. It's so nice. I am a huge fan of it. Huzzah! And down, right? Perfect. Even though you don't have flying, you have somewhat of a flying, which just is just as good. It's wonderful.
With the outsider. Stay and defend this position as we advance.
All right.
Nowhere near the full forces of Clan
Just nowhere near prepared. What do I gotta do? Just, okay, just a normal take him outer. Alright, I can do that. No problem. There's like 5% to take out that one could be better. What do we got? We got just 5% of each. Okay, I can take that. I wasn't sure if it was like a special dude and his pet if I got 5% or if it's just all of them. I couldn't stand the quests in Shadowlands where they were like, kill 100 million of these things to get experience for your bonus. So it just took you forever. But here we are. A much better system where you get 5 per kill. No complaints. There you go. What do you get for picking this dude up? 10? Look for those dudes. Look for them. And blow right through this thing. Crazy quick. Didn't get anything out of the chest, but I'll survive. And one more.
We have saved who we can. We must get through Balakar's lieutenant, Kari, to reach the horn.
The primalists have made me strong.
Da 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 da. Why can't I do that? Oh, it has to be afflicted by... It's weird. Why would I be able to have an ability but not be able to cast it? Did I not save it? I did. Oh, that's probably just the talent, not the ability. It feels broken. If I can spec into it and I can't use it, why? Why would I do that?
Your presence is a favorable omen. Farewell. What will you ask of the Ganamatra?
Ganamatra! Was that the horn of your soul? It was loud enough to wake the dead.
Yes, Koraleth forced Onara to bless Balakar. He blew the horn to lure the dragons into a trap.
We cannot lose anymore.
Marithra, we mean you no harm. The death of your brethren saddens our hearts as much as the death of our own kind. Balakar did this.
I like that color green.
They have shown their weakness and their cowardice by working with the primalists. We hope to resolve our civil war, but now I see there is only one path forward. We must vanquish them. 3 clans stand with you, daughter of the dream. Shiraz, Shikar, Onir.
accept your offer to stand with us, Kanamatra. My king's sacrifice will not be forgotten. We fight together.
Take to the air. Let's go. Probably should call it quits here soon so I can read a little bit before I go to bed.
Move to the west. The primalists attacked. We destroyed them time and again. The primalists knew they needed the centaur on their side to defeat us. Clan Nokud's Dragon Killer Ballista is the key to their victory.
The Nakud are relentless. With their help, Korolev's primalist army has found a way to break our defenses.
There's quite a bit of places to explore on Uharan Plains.
I shudder to think what they wish to do to it.
Bonds renewed. So probably after this quest line, I'll be done with this area.
Lies ahead. Meet me there. We will rally the remainder of our forces.
I'm gonna love this place. I love the green dragons. I just want to see them, like, as a person. I get my chance. There we go.
Hello, champion. Rest well.
Is it time to... With this blessing, my people will know that you speak with my voice. Now go, quickly.
Aspects watch over you.
I got a mount at the end of this? Fuck yeah. You better believe it. That's not what I wanted to do. Not really, it's like pretty quick in the air. I like it, but it's pretty slow walking.
What would you ask of me? May your dreams be peaceful.
Like a part of me was like, clamber, clamber, clamber. I have no idea what I'm doing now. In the storm sky. I don't know. Oh, up that way. Maybe I open up my map. LOL.
My heart awaits you. A report? A report is that the rear flank is secure. You stand amidst the carnage that secured our victory.
Calm heart. See those stone pillars? They are part of a barrier that keeps anyone from approaching. We must protect them, or the island's defenses will fall.
May Unara's blood become the eagle. The Primalists have not only enhanced the Nokud's abilities, but also joined their ranks. Look at the size of those stormbound colossi.
All right. I'm calling it right here. Appreciate you guys. Have a good one.